Summer 2016. What a glorious summer we've had here in Oregon. I hope you've all had a wonderful summer. So I was going through deleting a bunch of footage from my phone, and then I just stopped after about 300 videos, and I thought, some of this footage is really memorable and it's really special for me. It's time with friends, time with family, time in my garden with the bees. And so I just put together a video montage for you all to give you an idea of what I do when I'm actually not making videos. Some of this footage I actually intended to make a video of, and for one reason or another aborted the mission. So of course I can't start a summer video without adorable chicken footage, because look at these girls. So this is them in a dust hole taking a dust bath. These two handsome gents are my roosters, Eggnog and Birdie Sanders. I'll put a little video link up in the right hand corner of them as babies. And one of the highlights for me this summer was getting to spend time with my cousins from Idaho. Here's Ronnie Joe, my adorable young cousin who's off to college this year. Ronnie, we're so proud of you. We had found pretty much nirvana in this pig pen feeding these baby pigs. We all came together to support my brother at the Mother Earth News Fair. He's a keynote speaker, and we're all very proud of him. I got to meet some subscribers, which was really fun for me. And hilariously enough and awkwardly enough, I was asked for my autograph, which has never happened before. And I was very delighted and very tickled by that. This is a photo of Ronnie and Jack. This is what Jack would look like as a girl. Many of you know that I'm a jam maker, and these berries, this is a black raspberry. They grow wild in Oregon, and those berry plants were actually dug up from my grandparents, so they're very special to me, and I make a wonderful preserve out of them. This was also the first year that I had enough berries to make jam from my own garden, which was really exciting. These are just a few of the harvest photos that I have taken over the course of the summer. I got these beautiful big figs this year, which was really fun and amazing. And of course, there's the ladies. They get their fair share of extra garden produce, mainly weeds. They're wonderful weed eaters, and anything that's covered in aphids. Chickens and gardens are a match made in heaven. Now, this summer I also got to visit an old friend that I had not seen for nearly 20 years. We had a great 2 days together. I also got to go up to Vancouver with my brother and play Marathon Chaser, where Mrs. Wrangler Star competed in a marathon. And I think this footage is really cute because Cody snuck away and bought her flowers. I had that footage, and somehow it got deleted on my phone, but it was a really beautiful memory. I did girly things that I haven't done in a long time, like paint my nails. I also did kind of macho things. I discovered that the metal bandsaw is actually quite good at cutting wood and bamboo. I was doing some art projects, and Glenn was out of town, and I felt very triumphant learning how to use this saw on my own. I'm learning the art of Japanese shibori, and I hope to share that with you soon. And the picture of me and my bestie, I love this woman. I don't get to see her nearly enough, but we had a couple months together this summer. And all of you guy subscribers out there will enjoy this. A winch sled that Glenn engineered to pull these huge trees up our hill. You can't tell because video flattens, but this is a really steep incline. And this was the remnants of the pine bark beetle kill we had this last year. I baked this summer. I cooked this summer. We entertained friends. And I learned the Korean art of making kimchi, which I hope to share with you soon. Glenn and I had a lot of time together playing, as you may have noticed. My video production went down in the summer, but this is why. There was canning to do. I went down to my favorite little orchard and grabbed some peaches. And this was very early season. My favorite variety, the O. Henrys, they weren't even in yet. But we have been eating peaches with abandon. And here it's really nice because you get to try 3 or 4 different kinds at any given point in the season and taste for the peach that you like the best. I prefer a little bit of acid and a really sweet peachy peach. Of course, you can't have peaches without frozen yogurt, so we had to spin up a little bit of ice cream one night. Now for us living on the Pacific Coast, no summer is complete without a beach trip, and this year we got to meet camel towing. Yep, you heard that right. I laughed for about 20 minutes. And his beautiful doggies, Ruby and Butters. Yeah, look at this face. I mean, how cute. This was the photo I got. I'm in love with this doggie. And we kite surf. And so when we go to the coast, it's usually foggy and ripping windy when everybody else is off the beach. But for us, that is just fine. So this is me kite surfing. This is actually maybe the only footage in existence. I'm the orange kite to the right in this photo. And when we go, we're looking for waves and wind. And so we have a board that resembles a surfboard. Some of those guys are out there actually on surfboards. And if you can imagine, some of them are strapless. And somehow they stay attached to that little tiny wafer. I have straps and I don't have a designated surfboard, but the object is to go up the wave and then surf down. It's kind of like surfing without having to paddle. Now, it doesn't take a lot of body strength. It takes more coordination. As you can see, I have a seat harness that I step into, and it takes a lot of the pressure off my arms. So I'm just steering with the kite. My favorite thing. Now, the coast trips aren't just about surfing. We had an impromptu dinner party here one night in the camper, and then we invited John back, the guy to the right. He is an amazing adventure seeker, spear fisherman. He goes 20 miles off coast on a jet ski and catches these fish. This is some salmon that he smoked, and so we had this beautiful smoked salmon breakfast with cream cheese and capers and parsley. Oh, it's amazing. And then there's BJ's, the ice cream store in Florence that we have a hard time staying out of. Yum. May I have a junior double scoop of maple nut and salted caramel? Yeah. Now, my choice in ice cream is a little boring. What's your favorite flavor? BJ's makes all of their own ice cream, so it's really a treat for us. Now, on this past trip to the coast, I had the good fortune of being invited to my friend Nancy and John's house to can tuna. These pictures are from Nancy's yard. She's an amazing gardener. Beautiful.
Would be a nice picture.
Yeah, and mass. Okay. There we go. Back to the canner. How close to the top do you put them?
As high to the top as you can get them.
Okay, you don't need like an inch.
Okay, you do need to try not to let them touch.
Okay, good.
I know sometimes they do, but it's. I wonder if we can get another.
What about the side? Don't touch the side?
Probably best not.
Okay. And for those of you who may have missed that video, I'll put a link in the upper right hand corner. Click that little eye icon and it should take you right to that video. Glenn and I are off to our friend Evan and Novella's wedding. We were not naked. I just had a strapless dress on and thought the photo was hilarious. There's something really beautiful about witnessing young people committing themselves to each other amidst all of their family and friends, and we were so honored to be a part of their special day. I love weddings. And that brings us to this past week. Our friend Scotty has been calling Glenn for 4 years, trying to get him out in his ski boat. And this week, all the stars aligned. We were in town and we were available. And here's Scotty and Glenn. What a beautiful human being this man is. And it was really nice to spend a couple days out in his boat. That's me skiing. I have not skied in 20 years, which makes me feel old just saying that. But I guess it's like riding a bike because I popped up and had no problem. A little burbly there, but that's to be expected. Now, I loved spending time this week with Scotty in the boat in Glen. We've had such a fun time. But water skiing is one of those sports that if you don't use those muscles, oh boy. So I'm just stretching out my arms right now, thinking about it, and waiting for them to recover so that I can get back out and practice my turns. This is Scotty. He's an amazing athlete and a fantastic water skier. So thank you, Scotty, for inviting us. We loved it. And then, of course, I can't end a summer video without more of my chicken footage. These are my rooster boys, my twin boys, and a couple of girls. I think there's 6 chickens in this dust hole. My friend Samantha is coming over later today, and we're going to be shooting another video for you from the kitchen. I hope you've enjoyed this video composition, this montage, and if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, please leave me a message. Most of this kind of footage just gets recorded and deleted, but it was really fun for me to go through and kind of recap the summer in this way and put this all together. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.